Hi, we are back once again on your screen. You are watching Consulting Room 5 with me, your host, Dr. Sue. We stand, we sit, and we lie down, but it plays a significant role in our posture. Today, we are going to discuss the importance of maintaining good posture and the significance of posture in relation to back health and posture-related back pain, prevention and its management. An esteemed physiotherapist will join us to take proactive steps to help us better our spinal health. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. You're welcome back. You're watching Consulting Room 5 with me, your host, Dr. Sue. We have two distinguished people here to discuss the topic for the day. And we have Lady Mercy Nketiatre, who is the Chief Physiotherapist at the Tema General Hospital. She's also the CEO of WellLink Physiotherapy Center. And then she's also an author of 2 books that I'll mention later in our discussion. Lady, you're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
We also have Mr. Eugene Krentel, who works with Unicorn Chemist and has been struggling with back pain as a result of prolonged sitting. And he's here to share his experience with us as we discuss the topic for the day. Eugene, you're welcome.
Thank you very much.
You're such a calm gentleman. So, lady, looking at my posture, am I sitting well or?
Well, it can be better.
It can be better?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
You are sitting so well, the trunk and the shoulders are fine, but okay. I don't like the fact that you've crossed your legs. That puts a lot of pressure on the muscles of the thigh by pulling the lower back, because we have those muscles, we have origin and insertions. I mean, physiotherapy, one of our languages is origin, muscle origin and insertion. When you cross the leg like that, the muscles around the thigh is being pulled. I mean, and there's no even distribution of the weight. So I think it's better
to relax my legs.
Yes, please.
Wow. So if I want to flex a lady myself.
You may do so, but not for too long.
Not for too long.
Yes,
so
please.
When we say good posture, what does it mean?
Posture is a particular position one assumes. And it can either be dynamic or static. A good posture is the one that does not put undue strain to the supporting muscles and the joints. So as you cross the leg...
What are the supporting muscles?
Supporting muscles, I mean, we have muscles from the head to toe.
Also, there are muscles on various parts of the body. Okay.
So when you cross your leg like that, the hip is in the certain position. So the knee is also like that. Yes, please.
The hip is in a certain position.
Certain position.
Okay.
So some muscles are actively working.
Oh.
We deal with close pack position of joints and then loose pack positions. At any point in time, we want the muscles as much as possible when you are relaxing to be in a resting position.
This way?
Yes, please.
Wow.
As you sit right now, the knees are in resting position.
Okay.
When you cross your leg, the hip is not, it's active.
Okay.
And the knee is also active. So there are a lot of work being done by the muscles. And
what are the complications?
Pardon me,
what are the complications? Complications, if I have to do that?
Maybe you may, instead of sitting like this longer without causing any undue strain or stress on your joints, when you cross, you are putting a lot of pressure on the joints. The joints are actively working. So you think you are relaxing, but the muscles are not. So to relax, we have to be what we call 90-90 rule.
90-90 rule.
So your
90
trunk,
degrees.
Yes, your trunk in relation to your hip.
Okay.
When mathematicians are here, it's 90 degrees.
This way is 90 degrees.
Yes.
Okay.
When you draw an angle, you imagine an angle. And the knee in relation to the chair is also 90.
Wow.
However, because of your high heel, the ankle in relation to the floor is supposed to be 90 degrees. But because of the heel, it's also a bit compromised. So if you are supposed to sit like this for long, I advise that the heel should be reduced. Or you reduce to a block.
I remove the heels and then put my feet on the floor.
It's also a good.
That is if you are at the workplace.
Yes, please. You may do so, but if the temperature, I mean, sometimes the work environment is too cold or too warm, you may wear something comfortable to I mean, to get your 90 degrees in relation to the ground.
So sitting has got to do with 90 degrees Celsius.
90.
So 90 from here.
Yes, 90
then 90 down.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. This
let me also mention that no matter how well your sitting posture is, you are supposed to walk, get up, do something, walk to the door, or pick something, pick a file, and then come back to sit. Because research has showed that when you sit for more than an hour, your posture, your good posture is compromised. So
whether you are sitting upright whether you are not, in a good posture or not, when you sit for more than 1 hour, or exactly 1 hour,
1 hour or around
get up,
1 hour, I mean, not so
relax
strict.
yourself.
Yes, relax yourself, pick something. I mean, say hello to a colleague and then come back.
Come back.
Yeah. Come back. So prolonged sitting is not good for our backs.
It's not good for our backs.
Our back.
Okay.
That is the spine and the other joints.
Oh, okay. Wow.
So it's good to pick, instead of, hey, pick a file for me. If you are able to go and pick, it's good. It's making you physically active. At the same time, your back is being cared for, and therefore your posture is in good position. You are not causing a lot of, you're not compromising your spine.
So posture has got to do with standing, sitting, and lying.
Yes, please.
And then probably lifting.
Working, yes. Because if a factory worker, I mean.
So something you do continuously.
Yes,
let's say I take money from people this way. So if I'm not careful, the occupational hazard that it could relate to is maybe my arm.
Yes, please.
Probably.
That's what we call repetitive strain.
Repetitive strain.
It may not be heavy, but the repetition can cause a lot of trouble to your shoulder, to the elbow, and even to your spine.
So if I get what you are saying, anything you are doing for a longer period, make sure you cut it and then you change your position, because it will have effect on the part of the body.
Yes, please.
That is what you're saying. What do you do, Eugene? Your daily activities?
Okay, so for me personally, I go on long journeys to deliver products to customers. So I tend to sit down for a very long time
in the vehicle.
Yes.
Okay.
So I find it difficult sometimes when you sit down for long, get down from the vehicle. I kind of feel pain in my knees, back pain, a lot. It happens a lot. So it's one challenge, or it's like a problem for me whenever I sit in the car for a very long time. And normally to where I go and deliver my products are very far.
Wow.
It takes 2
Lady
hours.
Mercy,
yes,
you were talking about the back pain, but he is complaining about knee. Somebody sitting. What has got to do with the knee?
Because he's sitting for too long, and the muscles in the knee and around the knee joint and the lower back, he also mentioned the lower back, is also, there's undue strain. So it's important to assess his position. I mean, how does he sit? How does he adjust? You are a driver. Okay,
so he goes with a driver.
He goes with a. So I don't know how the back or the seat is adjusted. So the 1990 rule, is it compromised? Is he supporting the back?
Now we have 1990 rule. You learnt it right now.
Yes, 1990 is good.
90 degrees.
It's not the best, but it's better than.
It's better than
slouching and you know, lying on the side and all. I mean, you may think you are relaxing. If you are, I mean, you are tired. No, you still have to, you know, make sure your back is really, so that you conform to the normal curvatures of the spine, i.e. the cervical spine, the thoracic spine, the lumbar, and then the sacrum.
All the things you are mentioning, he's also nodding.
Yeah, he understands.
We are in consulting room 5, and we don't mention too many words that can confuse us. So, thoracic spine and all those things, where are they? Where are they found, and how do we compromise with it due to our activities that we do?
There's all the spine is made up of, from the neck to the lower back, is made up of 33 bones.
33 bones.
Yes, vertebrae. I think we all know the vertebral column.
Somebody has said, I've heard it before. Yeah. He has also heard it before. Yeah.
So the vertebral column, they don't lie on each other directly, but there is what we call intervertebral disc, which is our shock absorbers. So we can twist, we can turn, we can elevate,
so
we can
those
bend.
Are soft tissues that are in between
the bones. Okay. So in between two bones is intervertebral disc, which is our shock absorbers. Yeah. But when you don't sit well, you compromise it. So the neck, which is the cervical, is made up of 7. Average person has 7 vertebrae for the neck, which is the cervical spine. And then in between them are the intervertebral disc, which are our shock absorbers. The thoracic is the trunk. That is the trunk. From the neck, then you go to that is about 12 vertebrae.
Can we see that on the screen, the spine?
Yes,
so that the explanation will be better for us.
Yeah. So that is the thoracic, which is the trunk, is made up of 12. So in between, also we do have the intervertebral disc, followed by the lumbar. The lumbar is the lower back. The lumbar vertebrae are big, and that is where we have our most trouble, because that is big enough. I mean, the Lord has made it in such a way that I can carry our bulk. I mean, the weight.
The weight of our body. So we have it on the screen.
Yeah, it's being borne by the lumbar, which is 5. So L1, L2, L3, 4, and
L1
5.
is lumbar 1.
Lumbar 1. Number 2.
So we can see red, green.
Yes.
Let's use that one.
That is the purple one. That is the lumbar. So the red is the neck, which is cervical spine. That's our neck. C1 to C7. Green is our trunk, thoracic vertebrae. Thoracic 1 to 12. In between them are again the intervertebral disc, which are our shock absorbers. And we come to the lumbar, which is the purple. It's also, so most of the time we have the back, when we sit for too long, it starts from the
green,
the
lumbar,
the lumbar, because that carries
the purple, so that carries the weight,
the bulk of our, when we sit, especially when we sit for a long time. When we bend, we don't bend well to, again, when we lift, we don't lift well. I mean, the culprit is always most of the time the lumbar vertebrae. So we have to sit in such a way that I think you can see that the cervical, which is the neck, is a bit anterior or forward. We call it cervical lordosis.
The cervical vertebrae is a bit forward. You can see
a bit forward. Yeah. And the thoracic is a bit backward. We call it kyphosis.
So the cervical vertebrae,
yes, please,
is usually when you carry too much load. Too much load on your head.
Yes.
Or when you don't sleep well. Some of them will say, I slept on my neck. Have you heard that thing before?
Yes.
And then you feel that pain. Yeah. So that is where
the pains come from, especially when the pillow is too big, or they are too many,
or too heavy,
or
too hard.
Too hard.
Right.
It has to be firm, but it shouldn't be too soft. Also, it's supposed to support, so that the natural curve that God gave us will be maintained.
Natural what?
The natural curve.
The curve of
which is the anterior curve, which is the lordosis terminology. But the thoracic.
The terms are a lot, lady. Yeah, in Konsulting 5, we talk about simple terms.
and the thoracic is also a bit backward.
Okay.
Yes. And the lumbar, just like the cervical, is also a bit forward. Okay. So to maintain this, you have to really assume good posture at all times. With the sitting, yes.
The purple one.
Yes. With the sitting. But you need the thoracic, we need the because the head should be in midline. If you sit and you go this way, you are also compromising. So you have to be.
Yeah. Then we have a lot of work to do.
Yeah, so it's simple. It's not difficult.
Okay.
Yes.
So what affects the green one, the thoracic one?
The thoracic one, especially carrying, lifting, standing for a long time.
Lifting,
especially lifting.
Okay.
Even including body, those who do the body, the gym, the heavy objects and things like that. It can also be compromised by injury, and the workstation. So usually when a client comes to us, comes to us, and then he complains of neck, thoracic or lumbar pain. We say we assess the person's workstation. We can tell someone to say, take a picture of you working at a desk, maybe a banker. We would like to analyze this. So physiotherapists will analyze and advise accordingly. Maybe the screen is too high or too low, or
Wow.
Yeah.
So can you tell us about the prevalence of back pain?
Yeah.
From where you sit as a physiotherapist, a chief physiotherapist?
Yes, it's quite common. Yeah. But research, we can't just sit here without mentioning research.
Yes.
An article, 2021 article, confirms that at age 20, we have about 50% of population complaining of back pain. This
at age 20?
Age 20, from 120, especially our children who are in school.
Right. My greatest worry.
The backpack that is always heavy.
I was coming there actually, because now they carry so much load. And from research, I read an article that's from ages 9 to 20. Most of them are having back pain, and it's a particular type of back pain. So has it gotten to do with the way they carry their bags to school, or what is the issue in there for us to look at?
Yes, it's part of it. The way they carry their bags, and the load is heavy. It's too heavy. The bags are very, very heavy, and the straps should be broad.
The straps that they, the bag, they wear the bag at the and so the straps should be
broad enough.
Okay.
And then, they should have reliable. I always advise our PTA, that they should have a reliable timetable.
Okay.
So that the children, they know that today is mathematics, English, social studies.
But you remember those times when we used to have cupboards in the offices, and we have cupboard monitors.
And they give.
Is it not still there?
It would have been the best, but sometimes they give them homeworks that they are supposed to maybe go through. At that time, I think the books were being owned by the school. But this time, the
individuals,
our children, they have their books, so they are supposed to. But they should have a reliable timetable. Sometimes I tell my son, select the books. I say, Mommy, yesterday it was maths, English, and this. But when we went, Sir said we are doing, so I have to carry everything. So please, this is an advice
on the children.
Yes, it's very, very bad. Especially, the research is saying that at age 20, about 50% of the population do have back pain. And this percentage...
It's not you alone. Yeah. You are not the only one.
And this number, which is 50%, is almost double when the person is over 60 years. So at the time we are 60 and above, the prevalence is 80%.
Wow, from 50% to 80% because of our daily activities.
And how we pick, how we sit, how we even sleep. And we use about 30% of our life sleeping. So if we are not sleeping well, you can agree with me how we are really causing trouble to our spine. So we cannot mention or talk about posture and back care without mentioning the spine. That is why I brought a bit of, explanation of the spine or the vertebral column.
So if we are sitting for that long, is there any prescribed chair that you would want us to sit on?
Well, I wouldn't say prescribed chair. Sometimes we say that the chair that can help you to support your spine. As I sit here, this is not a very excellent or good working chair. But as I'm sitting on, no matter how short I'm going to sit, I have this pillow to support my back. I think
the support is here.
Yeah.
Oops. Yeah.
Yeah. To support your back, so that you do not lean back. To compromise or alter your natural curve.
So we should always have support.
Support.
Okay.
Some chairs do have back support. That one is excellent. However, however however best or good the support is, you still shouldn't sit for more than an hour according to research, because we are sitting well. After 1 hour, our posture will compromise because of muscle fatigue and so on. We also have to exercise regularly to develop good muscles to support our back. Very, very important.
Wow.
So an excellent chair is the one that supports your back. Your feet should be resting comfortably on the floor without any strain. Your knees bent, your
the swivel chairs.
The swivel chairs, some of them are good. Some of them are good, but I always say that however bad your chair is, try to stand on it well, or try to sit on the chair well.
Yeah.
You don't have to complain, oh, this chair is no good. Otherwise, I think I'm speaking for
the sitting posture. Yeah, that's
the sitting posture.
Eugene, so we have heard lady explaining how we should be sitting. Yeah, so Eugene, do you do some sitting also in the office, or you just do most of the distributions?
Normally, yes, I do some sitting at the office. Normally on Mondays, I do sitting at the office, but I'm not supposed to sit at the office.
For how long have you had the back pain?
2
to 3 years.
3 years.
So do you go to the physio?
I haven't been.
You haven't? You see? He doesn't have time. Okay, you are watching Consulting Room 5 with me, your host. We have two distinguished people, a physiotherapist and Eugene Krentel. More to come. We will do demonstration on how to sit well, how to sleep on a bed well, and even how to lift objects. So don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. Eugene, so what's your day-to-day activity like?
So my day-to-day activities are very busy.
Right.
So normally on early mornings, I have to do the administrative work where I sit for over an hour to record my things I do on the field.
Right.
So after an hour or two, I step out to the field. That's where the challenge starts.
The challenge starts. Do you carry load?
Yes, I do carry load.
So you take the items and then...
Exactly. Sometimes from the warehouse to the van, or when I get to the customer, from the van to the customer's place. Yes.
Wow. Lady, is that the reason why he's having the back pain?
Well,
or is prolonged sitting?
That might have, the way, I don't know the way he lifts or carry, he carries the weight. So we have to analyze. When it comes to physiotherapy, we do thorough assessment. How do you lift? If you don't ask how they do it, you cannot correct or, adjust. So he has to demonstrate how he does it so that we'll take it from there. It can also be as a result of prolonged sitting. The chair, or the seat in the car. And the road, sometimes with the roads.
Yes. So you are doing a lot of harm to yourself.
Yes.
But why don't you visit the physiotherapist? You don't have time?
I don't have time.
National Health Insurance will cover you.
So please come. So what do you do to relieve the pain?
Normally, I just get someone to help me massage the areas that I feel the pain, especially my lower back and the knees. So I use the gel, blue polar ice gel.
What? Bipolar?
Blue polar
ice gel.
Yes.
Oh, is that why you said you had a gift for me?
Yes.
This one, right?
Yes, please.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Blue polar ice gel.
Exactly.
That's what you use?
Exactly.
Oh, wow.
So I use this to massage the areas. That's my knee and my back especially.
Okay.
So I actually get relieved a bit after the massage.
Lady, is it good to be using gels to relieve pain?
Well, in the absence of a physiotherapist, I would say it comes in handy. But, it has to be properly assessed. And also, you say you let someone massage. The person aware of what he or she is touching, So once a person is massaged, the person is not a therapist, he doesn't know, or a physiotherapist, he doesn't know the anatomy of the back. You have to be, it shouldn't be too deep. But I will urge you to come and see us.
To visit the physiotherapist.
Visit us,
for examination,
free education.
Free education?
Yes.
In any health center? Any public health center?
once there's health insurance,
okay.
I mean,
so
you have
it
one.
Covers.
It
the health insurance covers.
Okay. Very, very much covered.
Oh, wow.
Covered, yes.
So it means we can just walk in with our health insurance card.
But see a doctor, let the doctor refer you. Sometimes you need more than physiotherapy.
Okay.
So go to a hospital, see a medical officer. A medical officer will assess you, and then maybe you may need some first aid before you are.
So are we able to walk to the physiotherapy center just for massage?
Yes and no. You see, the phrase I gave you.
I know, right?
I'm not happy when we physiotherapists are being equated to massage therapy. We do more than massage. A physiotherapist is very, very, very. I mean, it's thorough. It's exercise therapy, which is the most evidence-based intervention in physiotherapy. So, exercise therapy, and then electrotherapy, mobilizations. You know, and then massage therapy is also one modality though.
So it's just a fraction of what you do. So
we
can walk in.
Yeah, you may even be managed without a massage. Yes. Wow. So we are not automatic massage therapists.
So therapists are not gym instructors too.
And we are not gym instructors. It's in my book.
Which, is your book?
We are more than gym instructors. We are more than gym. I mean, to do BSc physio is thorough. We are very, very knowledgeable.
Wow.
Next time you see a physiotherapist, we are very, very knowledgeable. I mean, it's more than that. Rehabilitation of other neurological conditions. It's not just massage, but massage is just
it's part of it.
Yes, and a good massage because we know what we are touching.
So, Eugene, I think that you should use your national health insurance card. Go to the hospital, find time for your body.
Exactly.
You know, find time for your body so that you can live good. I mean, you can't be walking about with back pain. And not only Eugene, there are a lot of people who have back pain. I have ankle pain, but I still rock my heels. So I think I have to also see the physiotherapist for some treatment or assessment. So you can walk into the hospital at any time with your NHIS card, and then you see the physiotherapist. Is it for free? So because of the NHIS?
Yes, I mean, there is indication for physio, and the doctor has also indicated that he needs a physiotherapist. Physiotherapy, yes, it is covered. At least, yes. You are assured of 12 uninterrupted sessions for free. And even more.
Wow.
So come.
I'll come.
So do I have to keep my back straight all the time when I'm sitting? I've come back to the sitting posture. It's very important to me.
Yes, it's very, very important.
Every time I have to keep my back straight.
Back straight, that is if you are, I mean, adjusting or conforming to the natural curves. But if you are straight and the back is already laterally deviated in curvature, lateral is scoliosis.
Scoliosis,
Yes, so it all depends on, I mean, your posture. But if it's fine, then straightening is good. But to have a straight back, you need good muscles to support you in that erect or straight in quote position. So we really, really need exercise therapy. It's key. We have to be able to, I mean, take him through. I mean, how he's able to straighten or, I mean, strengthen his back. Simple exercises you can do. Few of them I mentioned, I mean, earlier, like cat and camel. You know cat and camel. Yeah, cat and camel, dog stretch, and then you know, so on and so forth. I mean, so we have to focus on strengthening the back muscles. Yes, to support the intervertebral disc and the spine. Yes.
Wow, we have a lot to do. To prevent back pain
and manage and
manage back pain.
Yes, please.
Right. I want us to talk a little about sleeping posture.
Yes, please.
Before we break and go on before we break and do the demonstration for viewers to see how best you have to lie down. Can you tell us a little bit about maybe a little theory about sleeping posture?
Sleeping. When it comes to sleeping, I mean, consideration are 1, the mattress. 2, your pillow. 3, your sleeping position. Okay, very, very, very important. The mattress is supposed to be firm. Please, firm, not hard.
Firm mattress.
Firm mattress. It shouldn't be hard.
But
it shouldn't be soft.
And cozy.
Well, it can be soft. I mean, not soft acid, soft. Like, that is to, I mean, let me emphasize here that when you lie down or sleep on your mattress and the next day, as soon as you get up, you see there's sinking. I mean, the mattress
you can't even pour water inside the mattress.
You see,
right.
it means it's not
a good mattress.
It is not supporting you enough.
Okay.
So it has to be changed. Okay. It can be high density. It can be, you know, when you go to the shop and you are buying mattress, I will urge you and the shop owners, if it's possible for they want to even lie down on it and see how it is.
You have to feel it first to see that it's something that is comfortable for you. Lady, let's go for a short break. After the break, we will do some demonstrations on how to lift, lie down, how to do what? Sit, and then how to sleep well. So let's go on a short break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Welcome back. You are in Consulting Room 5 with me, Dr. Sue. We have our demonstration here, Lady Mercy and Eugene, who are demonstrating to us how we should lie to prevent back pain and neck pain. So, Lady Mercy, over to you. So,
as we discussed earlier, the best position is to lie on your side.
Right.
With the pillow in between your
You see how thighs. Eugene is lying down quietly like that?
You can straighten this one and bend this a bit.
Okay.
Yes, this is very good for your back so that all the curves that were mentioned will be maintained. The neck, the lordosis, the thoracic kyphosis, the lumbar lordosis. And this is to take the excess pressure.
Okay.
You know,
so we should always have pillow in between our legs, smaller pillows like this.
Yes.
Like an armrest.
Yes.
Okay.
Or even a smaller one.
Okay.
I mean, that is if the person doesn't have any underlying condition, like let's say cardiopulmonary conditions.
Okay.
If they have
like
difficult
heart
problems,
breathing,
heart and lungs condition,
yeah.
That one they have to be propped up in several pillows.
Okay.
That one is not, I'm
but
talking about
people
normal.
Usually say we should lie on our back.
Yes, it's also another, but it has to be modified.
Okay.
Eugene, you can lie.
Eugene, are you having the pain? Are you experiencing the pain? Not too much? Okay, sorry.
If you are having or experiencing pains at the lower back, this is also another very, very good position or position that you can sleep. So because of the polyarticular muscles, that is the muscles that do cross more than a joint, you need to disengage the knees. I mentioned resting position. Otherwise, if without the pillow, excuse me, you are constantly pulling on certain long muscles.
Okay.
And you may wake up with a lot of pains when you don't support or disengage the knees.
Right.
Better still, you can also put another towel roll like this at the lumbar.
Okay. The lumbar is at the side.
Yeah, at the waist. Okay. So that you also, again, you maintain the curve, the natural curve.
So ladies with a lot of back, do they have to put?
Yeah, they have to put even bigger to support so that they don't increase the lordosis.
But lying at the back, sometimes breathing, you know, breathing, you tend to snore.
Yes. Oh, not everyone. I mean,
not everyone.
Not everyone.
Has it got to do with, is there any correlation between lying on your back and snoring?
Yes, I mean, it has to, when you lie on the side like this, you have a clear airway. But when you lie on your back, you know, I mean, side is clear than on your back. Okay. But not everyone snores in this position, you know.
Okay. So but people also lie, when they sleep down, when they sleep, they have muscle cramps. What has it got to do with the sleeping position? That is also
another. As for muscle cramps, we need a lot of stretches. The person need a lot of, has to be active physically. And then when you finish exercising, you need to stretch all the muscles. Stretching helps. And there was a research who also mentioned that there was lack of a certain salt, which I'm not, you know, ready
which is
to
not
go
confirmed.
in. Yeah, it's not confirmed. So please, let's exercise. Let's strengthen our muscles.
Yeah. So
let's
now you've
sleep in
shown
good
us,
position.
yeah, so the good position, I'm not cutting you though, but you said we should lie on our sides,
yes, which
right?
is best.
And then the side, you have to put a pillow in between, a smaller pillow in between, and then also pillow at the lumbar side.
Or towel roll, you can roll a towel.
Every time you are sleeping.
On your back.
Then on your back, you should put that.
Yes.
But you see, sometimes we complain about our neck. In Akan, we say that we sleep on our neck, literally. How do we sleep on our leg when our head is somewhere and our neck is also somewhere? Just a quick one, explain to us.
Sometimes in the middle of the sleep, you may have assumed an awkward position or posture, which put a strain on the muscles, the tiny muscles around the neck. That is what, I mean, some of the causes.
Do we have to change our pillows if we see that?
No, but change our posture, change our sleeping posture.
The sleeping posture.
Sometimes you are sleeping, I mean, in a sofa instead of a bed, and the sofa doesn't have that
comfortable way of lying
down. So, and even on your bed, you may also suffer because maybe somewhere along the line, you change your posture, and you were asleep, so you couldn't. When you are sleeping, you can't control.
You don't know what you are doing.
Yes, we are saying this, but when you are sleeping, if my gentleman should sleep deep in the middle of the night, this may be somewhere. The
pillow will be lying
but
somewhere.
But don't worry. When you wake up and you remember, position it. Okay.
Right. So how about pregnant women? Maybe a quick one.
Yeah, pregnant women too, because lying on your back may be difficult. So we will recommend side lying, especially the left side, because of the placenta, issues. That is more gynae. Right. So we recommend that they do lie on the left side more with a pillow in between their thighs.
Very last question. I saw a video that said that because of the position of the heart, we should lie at certain way or on our side. What has it got to do with physiotherapy and sleeping posture? For
physiotherapist's point of view, the heart is on the left side, but you may also sleep on the left side still, because when you even lie on it, the muscles are even active and they can still contract if there's no underlying condition. So whether left or right, it doesn't really matter. The most important thing is you put a pillow in between your thighs and you bend one knee. Yes.
You use a proper pillow.
Yes.
So can we move to the sitting position?
Sitting posture.
As I come.
Thank you. So lie down. Let me mention, before you get up, you should lie on your side.
Okay.
That is also very safe and good for the spine.
It's good for the spine.
So you use this hand to get up, to support yourself to sit. Very good. So please, don't
just get up
abruptly
and then so you get up with a support from the other hand, and then you get up, and it's good for the spine.
Yes.
Okay, just wait, let me also do mine. Okay, sitting position. Okay,
with a pillow,
right.
This is good.
Okay, so we should all get this kind of pillows in our offices
support your back.
To support our back. This pillow in our office to support our back. Okay, this way.
This is good.
Okay.
Yeah, it's good.
So that I don't have to bend this way, or I don't want to go this way.
Yes.
So I sit this way, and then that's the 90 degrees.
That's 90
this
degrees. Is excellent.
Okay.
The only
it's my shoe.
Is the shoe, which is a bit high.
Okay.
That is fine.
Oh.
Yeah.
So, lady, a very final question. We have people who are slightly shorter, and sometimes you need to adjust the chair.
Yes.
So, even with the adjustment, we still hang our legs in there. What do we do?
We put a stool. There's a need for stool to support.
Okay.
So that
this way
they can comfortably rest. So a stool, like a normal stool, comes in handy to support the back. So this is very good. The shoulders are down and a bit backward, not like slouching like this.
Not this way.
But
not this
down.
Way. But can we carry our stools to the offices. Sometimes. Can we?
Yeah, it is possible. I mean, if
depending on the office.
Yes, you need a stool like that. I think it is very good, because otherwise the havoc that might cause for you is better than, you know.
So we should get a short stool.
It's better to get a stool.
Yeah.
You know.
Wow. Awesome. I've learned a lot of lessons.
How do you feel?
No, I think sitting this way makes me, even though at the beginning you feel that it's awkward, but it makes you feel okay. I mean, comfortable for a longer period.
Yes.
If you do this. Yeah.
And let me also say that you don't need maybe the luxury of a swivel chair. Our usual carpenter armchairs that our local carpenters, our Ghanaian carpenters, they do, is also very comfortable to adopt that 90 degrees. So I think I also recommend that when we do not have money to buy expensive chair like this, our own carpenters can also make it. Yes.
We've learned so much today on posture. Lady Mercy, Chief Physiotherapist, and the author for these two beautiful books, Hope After Stroke, A Guide for All. A Guide for All. So this is it. Hope After Stroke, A Guide for All. So there is hope after stroke, right? Okay. And then the other one is Understanding Physiotherapy in Ghana, A Practitioner's Perspective. Is it for only physiotherapists?
No.
It's for all of us?
It's to understand physiotherapy. So that you don't say physiotherapy is massage.
Gym instructors and massage.
It's more than that. Yeah. It's more than that.
Thank you so much. So, Eugene, thank you for coming. I pray that you get better. I'm sure afterwards the physiotherapist will talk to you and give you the needed advice. Yes. Thank you all for having me. And the next time we are meeting, we are going to talk about very interesting topics of our health. When we are in Consulting Room 5, you feel relaxed, but you talk about very important health issues. Thank you so much. We'll meet again. Bye.